Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? We're back with another Bobby Reacts video. What is this? A freaking triple upload? A triple upload right now? Are you kidding me? This is the way that it goes. When Molly's gone, Fanny is at boarding school. Yes, my dog is very poorly behaved, so she's getting trained right now. But anyways, new season coming, so there's always plenty of stuff for us to react to. And Call of Duty Mobile has actually tweeted out a little bit of gameplay for us to take a look at for the new CR56 AMAX. So we're going to be taking a look at that, and I also talked to our resident weapons expert, Path, and he actually gave me some very insightful information about the gun, whether or not it's going to be effective in multiplayer, and also whether or not it's going to be effective in BR, so we're going to be going through all that. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please make sure to drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the squad if you haven't already. We're going to go ahead and hop right into things. So off the bat, we'll just go ahead, watch it all the way through. Then we'll do it in slow-mo so we can break down some things, and then we'll talk about Path's takeaways. There's some damage stats. They have the stats for the gun in this video. The stats for guns don't mean anything in game. They're really just placeholders. But we're going to go ahead and hop into it. Obviously, this is a level 50 Battle Pass reward. I believe that is a Battle Pass character, both Battle Pass characters. Like I said, the stats don't really mean anything, so you can see it right there. Pretty medium rate of fire, I would say. Don't really love the sound of it. It's not my favorite. It's very loud. You know, I probably should have realized I had that, like, insanely loud. So now we're going to slow it down primarily to the gameplay portions of it, just so we can see how many shots it takes to kill and everything else. Like I said, you can tell, anybody who's played the game before can probably tell relatively medium rate of fire if we slow it down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 4 shots, and the final one was a headshot. So they have mentioned in previous notes about this that it has a higher headshot multiplier. We're going to talk more about that later because that was something I talked to Path about, so whether or not it's actually going to be relevant, still yet to be seen, but it looks like 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So it does look like 4 shot. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get any type of idea what the range is, what the control is, what the mobility is, anything like that, because this is very, very basic gameplay, but does look like a 4-shot kill. A little bit of potato aim in the trailer, not going to lie. 1, 2, 3. But, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have more effective ways of breaking it down, but for all intents and purposes, it does look like a 4-shot kill, which is kind of the standard for assault rifles right now. And you can see relatively similar recoil pattern to the AK-47 as well. And that was actually interesting. It looked like multiple headshots on this one. So it might have actually been a 3-shot. 1, 2, 3. So that may have actually been a 3-shot to the head. It was definitely interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and break down what Path and I talked about. First of all, I saw he tweeted this, so I figured he had some actual stats for it. AMAX will very likely not be able to change the BR meta. The Holger has the same rate of fire as the AMAX, but the AMAX has a much lower damage than the Holger has, and apparently the Holger actually has a 200 millisecond lead over the AK-47 when it comes to up-close time to kill, which I really didn't realize. It's actually insane. Nothing beats the Holger in time to kill in BR unless you one-shot kill. So, actually crazy how good the Holger is. I didn't really realize it was going to be that dominant in BR. But I actually had a full conversation with him, so I'm going to give you guys the highlights. I asked him for the base stats. Obviously, we've got it right here. I'll move the face cam up top. 710 RPM, which is the same as the Holger, 25 to 26 damage. I don't know how he got that stat, but he's way smarter than I am, so I'm going to assume that he's correct. Range unknown, handling unknown. Not going to replace the Holger in the BR meta like he said in his tweet. Holger is 31 damage with 710 RPM. AMAX is 25 to 26, so obviously significantly lower, which is going to affect a lot more in BR. Not quite as much in multiplayer, but you do have to take into account headshot damage for Holger as well, which I think has the potential to make it a 3-shot kill. Holger, yeah, we already talked about that. For MP, I would say the AMAX might be a little bit better for hip fire scenarios. Obviously, automatic downside for LMGs whenever you're hip firing. because the Holger is handicapped by its LMG status with worse hipfire than ARs and 1 frame longer on the sprint to fire as well, so a little bit better in the up close. And then I asked about the headshot multiplier. Unless it drastically changes shots to kill with high headshot efficiency, I doubt it'll be useful. Because, like, yeah, you can have higher headshot being a 1.3, but it's not going to really change enough. So it did seem like in the video they hit 3 headshots and got a 3-shot. So if that is the case, 1.3 times 25, that's like an extra 7.5 damage. Maybe the potential to 3-shot to the head. If it's higher than a 1.3, that's where you get to some serious territory where it's actually super lethal if you're landing those headshots. So similar to the large caliber HVK, that type of thing where you just start absolutely shredding if you are landing the headshots. But I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. I think it's definitely going to be fun to use. I don't know that it's going to be meta, at least based off of this. Obviously, hitting headshots in general is not an easy thing to do, but if the headshot multiplier is high enough, might actually make it viable. But that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If this was informational, if it was helpful, please do me a huge favor. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Go subscribe to Path as well. He's much smarter than me and much better at getting this information. But that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.